Imagine a country turning foggy bridges, deep tunnels, and wild rivers into one unstoppable machine, built to outrun time. From underground cities to ocean-spanning highways, every shot proves impossible was only a deadline, rewritten by engineering. And this is only the beginning. Now we enter China's manufacturing heart. Dawn breaks over the red suspension bridge as fog swallows the towers and the future feels close. The camera slides down wet steel cables, where sunrise glints like fire on metal threads. From above, the bridge deck vanishes into clouds, tiny vehicles crawling like sparks in a dream. Under the concrete interchange, an airplane thunders overhead, turning the sky into a moving ceiling. For a heartbeat, the jet fills everything. Rivets, shadow, roar, then it's gone in bright air. Its shadow sweeps across stacked roads and speeding cars, like a giant passing over a city. Deep underground, the tunnel-boring machine awakens, spinning like a mechanical planet eating rock. Its cutter head bites harder, dust blooms, water sprays, and stone becomes a storm of progress. Workers stand small beside the beast, lights blazing, radios crackling, watching history grind forward. Now a white high-speed train streaks across a tall viaduct, smooth and unstoppable in daylight. Close to the wheels, the world turns into rhythm. Pillars flashing, metal humming, speed tightening. From far away, the train becomes a silver line across fields and rivers, clean against the horizon. Inside a neon tunnel, we race forward as green light slides across the walls like electricity. Neon reflections dance on the windshield. The road glows and the tunnel pulses with motion. Ahead, daylight blooms at the exit, and the dark turns to brightness in one breath. A maglev banks through a wide curve, gliding as if it never touches the track. Closer now, the guideway blurs beneath it, sunlight flashing across the nose like a blade. Over the sea, an artificial island rises, cranes, barges, and concrete shaping new land. From higher up, workers look like ants as waves slap the edges and machines keep building. The drone pulls back to reveal the island's full geometry, ships passing by, and the ocean shining. We step into an old brick bunker tunnel, warm lights revealing rows of silent ceramic jars. The camera drifts past glossy jars and faded labels as echoes follow every footstep. Around the corner, the passage tightens, damp bricks shine, and hanging wires sway gently. Ahead, silhouettes move toward a blinding white exit, like leaving a buried world behind. One figure turns slightly, rim lit by glare, dust glittering in the bright air. We cross the threshold, and the harsh white glow resolves into a clean, modern corridor. A bright subway station opens wide, packed with commuters and polished floors reflecting light. Escalators plunge downward in steady streams, carrying the crowd deeper into the city. Train doors slide open, air rushes out, and people flow in and out like a tide. Above ground at night, traffic threads through a giant interchange, neon and headlights painting lines. Closer down, signals blink green and red, while buildings stand sharp against the glowing streets. Then we cut underground. A small apartment hums softly, warm and calm beneath the city. A kitchenette, pipes, and tiny plants sit under LED strips, making the space feel alive. Now we move through a rough rock tunnel, cables overhead, and industrial lights guiding forward. Puddles mirror the lamps as droplets fall, rings spreading while boots step carefully. The tunnel opens into a larger chamber, scaffolding, machines, and bright work lights everywhere. High above, the Three Gorges Dam appears, spanning the river like a concrete continent. The drone slides along the crest, cranes visible, calm water behind, and power ahead. Spillway gates erupt, jets blast out, mist explodes, and sunlight breaks into rainbow spray. Down below, water slams the basin, foam surges upward, and the air turns white with mist. Behind the dam, a calm reservoir stretches wide. Emerald water, meeting distant green mountains. Along the shoreline, terraces and winding roads trace the water, sunlight glittering on the surface. The dam's concrete face stands tall, red cranes above, and smooth outlets channel steady flow. Up close, seams and moisture streaks cut through the wall, every texture sharp in bright light. Then the release hits. High-pressure water churns violently, foam twisting into wild patterns below. Wider now, the plume spreads across the riverbed, spray drifting as tiny birds cross the frame. Over the ocean, the bridge curves endlessly through soft fog, morning sun warming the haze. Lower down, vehicles glide along the lanes, while fog layers drift beneath the deck. The drone drops toward an artificial island, where the road dives into the sea as a tunnel. Closer pass, barriers, vents, and island edges rush by as waves break in bright detail. At sunset, sail-shaped towers rise like sculptures, cables glowing in warm orange light. A tight shot catches the cables silhouetted, sun flaring through ribs of steel and sky. Now we drive the bridge. Electronic signs overhead, ocean on both sides, clean, bright air. A quick glance shows the mirror fading behind, rails repeating, ocean sparkling beside us. Pulling back, the interchange forms a clear Y, cars flowing smoothly through coastal light. Higher still, the full bridge line disappears into haze, island and tunnels centered below. A straight canal cuts through green fields, perfectly lined, shining under bright sun. Closer, the water surface sparkles while reeds and trees blur along the edges. Rushing water fills the frame, then the camera tilts up to a highway bridge crossing above. From under the bridge, rippling shadows dance on the canal, columns reflecting in clean light. A massive aqueduct carries water high above the valley, a river on a bridge, sparkling and bright. Sunlight today. Closer now, arches stretch through open air, water flowing smoothly while tiny trees far below emphasize the height. Dry brown mountains fade behind, while a turquoise reservoir glows in front, shimmering like glass under the clear sky. At the shoreline, rocks and shrubs frame blue-green ripples, sunlight glittering across the water in crisp detail today. Inside the pumping station, blue pipes and valves gleam under bright lights, humming with steady engineered power. A hand turns the valve wheel, and the gauge needle rises slightly. Small movement, massive water control achieved. Outside again, the canal runs straight to the horizon, perfect lines converging beneath a bright, cloudless sky. From above, farmland becomes a neat patchwork, and the canal slices through it like a ruler line. A suspension bridge hangs unbelievably high between green cliffs, with mist rolling deep below the deck. And hangars. The narrow roadway floating above a cloudy, dizzying drop beneath. Green steel trusses fill the frame, bolts and geometry layered tightly against a bright, overcast sky overhead. Macro detail reveals rivets and paint texture, rain droplets clinging and sparkling in sharp daylight clarity. A crane lowers a huge steel beam over the gorge, while workers guide it carefully into place. Gloved hands signal through wind, harness straps fluttering, as the beam inches toward perfect alignment slowly. A pilot cable launches like a rocket across the gap, carving a bright arc through thin air. The line snaps tight, tiny figures secure it fast, and the first vital connection finally holds strong. A tourist steps onto the glass-bottomed skywalk, sunlight flashing across the transparent floor, heart beating hard. Looking down through glass, the valley drops away, while clouds drift past like slow waves below. Desert plain, thin clean air and distant mountains framing its steady motion. Closer at the side, the cars rattle softly, as gravel and scrub blur past in bright clarity. Aerial view shows a long railway bridge curving over green wetlands, sunlight glinting on water channels below, everywhere. Lower aerial reveals pillars reflected in shallow pools, reeds swaying gently, as the bridge arcs smoothly across wetlands. The train approaches a dark tunnel portal cut into a steep mountain, dust lifting as it rushes closer. Inside the tunnel, headlights flicker on damp walls, rails spark faintly, and the sound feels fast, enclosed. The train crosses a tall bridge on concrete pillars, cool bright clouds above, mist pushed sideways by wind. Wide view shows pillars disappearing into fog below, the train tiny on top. Scale suddenly feels enormous. A green and yellow locomotive pulls cars through yellow flower fields, sunlight flooding the valley. With bright color today. Flowers blur close in the foreground. Locomotive stays sharp. Mountains soften behind, and the scene feels alive. Final montage flashes bridge, dam, canal, airport, tunnels, and maglev. Quick motion cuts ending in a bright triumphant aerial. From a car window, a bullet train runs parallel over water. Then snap cut to maglev gliding into sunlight.
Thank you for watching till the end. If these mega projects amazed you, please like this video, comment which project shocked you most, and subscribe.